Hey there. So I have a lot of videos I want to make about Indiana, about his experience and kind of our experience of navigating such a tricky health situation, such a rare situation with our cat Indiana, and how he's doing now. I have so much to say. It's probably going to be like 45 minutes. And I'm going to break it up into parts because I just don't think anyone's going to want to listen to me talk for 45 minutes about health um, of a cat. But I will break it up into parts. But I just wanted to say, as of right now, Indiana is through, I think, the toughest part of his healing journey, as he had 2 surgeries 3 weeks apart and nearly died. And we had his post-operative check last week, and all of it kind of came back that he had stabilized, which is the best news, which means his hematology report and his bloods came back stable. He's finally putting on weight. He's at 4.2 kilograms now. He had gone down from 4.7 from the original surgery in August, and dipped down to like 3.8 and now back up to 4.2 kilograms. And I'm not going to convert that into pounds. I'm really sorry for for people that don't use kilograms, but don't worry, you don't need to know. You don't need to know exactly what it is, the conversion. Yeah, so right now he's in a good place. He's doing the best that he has. He's, back to what feels like normal. It feels like a baseline for him. Of course, we can't be certain that we're through this. But one thing we do have on our side is we do have to keep him shaved because he's had 2 intestinal blockages. There is something wrong with his ability to pass through his own fur at the moment. And it has nothing to do with the amount that I am brushing him. I was brushing him daily. I was giving him furball paste, furball treats, furball food. I was doing everything you possibly could to mitigate furballs, and it just wasn't enough for him because he's got something kind of bigger wrong with him that we don't know what it is yet. So it's loosely being called irritable bowel disease or chronic enteropathy. But more on that later. As of right now, he is the happiest we've seen him, the hungriest. He's TMI, he's finally going to the loo every day, normal, which is after 2 intestinal surgeries, major surgeries. It's like, that is literally, I've never been so happy that Indiana has like gone to the loo. I'm like, oh, the house stinks. I gotta clean the loo. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, but you know what? I'm smiling because everything is pointing to normal right now, and that's all that matters, So yeah, there's a lot of positivity in our lives right now because after 2.5 months of this, we feel like he might survive this. And I want to, again, give a bunch of updates, but just right now, I wanted to share just some cute moments of him and Luna around the house today, and just thinking about how I want to share his story on here. I'm a very sensitive person. I had to start taking reels down or turning off the comments, not because of you, but because there were some people that were writing me that were, saying, don't shave your cats. It's insensitive to them. And I just kind of felt like at the time I emotionally wasn't in the space to explain to people who don't follow my account apparently and don't know my cat story, but we have to keep them shaved. We have to keep them lion cut for the foreseeable future right now. And I understand that's very disheartening for some pet owners and animal lovers. But we're not really in a place where Indiana can be allowed to groom himself or Luna. So for his survival, we given 2 separate cat specialists and another animal specialist who deals with internal medicine and internal organs and issues relating to those. Their best case scenario is we keep him shaved for as long as we can until we can figure out what's wrong with him. So I know that might be really disheartening to see a ragdoll cat shaved. I understand, but it's not abuse. It's not mean. It's literally to save his life right now. So anytime anyone's being insensitive to me, I will just probably block them or just turn the comments off, just so you know. I don't have space in my life for negativity right now. I'm giving everything financially and emotionally to my cat in this situation. And I just don't have time for negativity and judgment. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. I understand if, you know, you don't want to see a shaved rag doll. Totally get it. You know, I would love my cat to be able to process his own fur. That would be really, really great. So I would, in an ideal world, like to not have him shaved either, but this is his chance of life right now. He's a rare case, and we don't know if we're going to find the solution. So we're just trying to be really hopeful and positive and do right by him. And it's been really hard. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. There's been a lot of lack of sleep. There's been many, many weeks now I haven't slept through the night because he's needed tending to, you know, he's needed things in the middle of the night from me and needed to wake me up, and I needed to wake up and check on him and feed him throughout the night and, you know, wipe his little bottom and, you know, take care of him. Had to, you know, really look out for him, make sure he didn't get his, you know, head caught in his recovery collar, and, you know, that he wasn't trying to take it off because he kept trying to take it off and getting stuck in it in the middle of the night. So, I mean, I lost, oh my goodness, for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I hardly slept through the night. I'm still not fully sleeping through the night because we have to keep Luna and him separate at night, which is horrible. I think, like, you're worried about my cats being shaved. I'm worried that they are separate. Like, it's so hard to keep them separate. Like, when you see things on the internet of people's lives, you're seeing a snippet, a moment of their life. You're not seeing 24 hours a day in someone's life. So, you know, you think it's sad to shave a cat. I think it's sad that he's not allowed to be by his sister alone. Like, they can't play yet. They're not allowed to properly, like, brawl it out. And, you know, you've seen in my videos, they like to, you know, hurt each other. So I think for me, like, them not being allowed to, you know, groom each other and cuddle throughout the night, the fact that we have to keep Luna and him separate is really sad and really hard. So I know seeing them shaved is sad. I completely get it and I empathize. But I also know that there are harder things than him being shaved right now. You know, he's going through a lot more than just not having his fur. And Luna is too. Luna's going through a hard time. And Luna is actually loving her cut. I've never seen her so happy. She loves her little lion's mane and she doesn't get the shivers. She doesn't, you know, Indiana gets really cold and it's really hard to watch. So we put him in little jumpers, the cardigans, and he's really doing well on that for now. But anyways, like I said, I could talk about this for like the next 45 minutes and bore people to death with this whole situation. But if there's anything you want to see from me, from us, let me know. But I will post a video of their cute moments. And yeah, let me know. And big hug to you all. I also just wanted to say thank you so much for the love and support that so many of you gave us. Honestly, like, it was so nice. Like, just to know that other people have experienced things like this with their cats, their pets, and just I could really feel the love and care from this community of people in here, and I'm so grateful. I cannot tell you how many tears I have shed over fears of him passing and just feeling like I couldn't save him. And honestly, any positivity that you were giving was literally everything to me. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. I'm going to get emotional, so I want to say goodbye. But I will have another video up on here soon. Like I said, I want to do like parts of his story. So it's not so like all at once. It's a lot of information, 2 surgeries and then healing from the surgery and just the shock of it all in the beginning. I don't know how you could do everything you could for a long-haired cat, like brushing and furball paste and furball treats and furball food, and to have this happen. There's obviously something wrong, and I just hope we can find out what it is and he can survive this. So anyways, love to you all.